Alright, ladies and gents, it's time. First set, first match of our last set of the night. Season 2, Week 7, A-Dam Tournament Series. AMAM Academy versus Counter Instigate Epsilon. A competitive free agent match. All members of these teams wanting to get seen and accepted. Nice play from Sean. Gets the lockdown on the conduit. He is forced to do a decent bit of damage. CHLD also is locked down, and Sean dealing good damage. Sean, on a carry champion like this, I like it. I think that Sean is the type of player who can make the Vayne work. Just with his mechanics, his individual skills. Early movement control, early position control was gonna go over to Counter Instigate, but they actually backed off here. They might be conceding this one. They might want to fight it out. There is a lot of range on blue side, a lot of poke available too. Ooh, nice dodge for Sean. Ooh, that was close. Sean needs to weave his way in and out of this fight. Now, there's a lot of CC available on AMAM Academy. A lot of punishable CC for Sean. So he needs to make his way in and out of these fights to get in and out of like the I don't know, in and out of the danger zone, you could say, in order to get his damage off, which is kind of how Vayne plays, but it is a very dangerous strategy. Sean's going to have to really make some amazing things happen here if he wants to be able to make the most of this Vayne in the early game. Now CHLD locked down quite a few times, left low. Wants to be going stealth again here fairly soon. It's going to be very difficult for this Evelyn to work well. There's a lockdown, no follow-up snare on the CHLD. But AMAM Academy are pushing forward quite well and are going to hold on to this early advantage here. They get the lockdown of the Dreadnought, but not an incredibly large amount to come from it. The 8 also taken low. A lot of sustain being forced away from Team Counter Instigate. We need Dreadnought to set CHLD up with some nice engages, but no, look at this. Dreadnought's actually not even taking Mark Dash. That's huge. CHLD is going to be alone on the engages, you guys. That is huge, huge, huge for Dreadnought not to have Mark Dash. You gotta have Mark Dash on Alistair. That's what makes him so good. Dreadnought, a crucial mistake, in my opinion, on this Alistair. So right now we have an Alistair with no Mark Dash and an Evelyn on Counter Instigate versus a very standard competition, which could pose to be quite tough, quite difficult to deal with. They're definitely not making it any easier for themselves by not taking Mark Dash on Alistair. AMAM Academy just throwing out everything they got, doing exactly what they should be doing. All the poke spells, all the spells, all the time. The Yate dealing decent damage. CHLD is already taken low, quite low. It's forced to move forward into even more damage while Brusque sieges down. How much damage was dealt to that tower? Not too much, not too much. Now, if you guys, the viewers, if you people watching, have any idea of how Counter Instigate can use this Evelyn to their advantage, let me know in Twitch chat. I want to hear your thoughts. How can Evelyn be used on this map? How can she become viable? How can a team make her work? It's a question for you guys. Good damage from Conduit, or good damage onto Conduit from Sean. CHLD looking for some sort of surprise engage. Dreadnought needs to be the aggressive Alistair. As of right now, really isn't making any plays that are going to get the team any sort of advantages here. Just kind of healing up. CHLD left super low, you guys. As of right now, he's just cannon fodder for Brusque. Nice lockdown to Sean. He might end up being stunned out here as well. Stunned, bound again. And now CHLD bound as well. And that's 2 kills right away, man. That was a crazy series of CCs on the Sean. So you have bind into stun. Right as soon as the stun goes up, Karma already has her snare available, so right as soon as Sean gets out of the stun, the snare goes live, and Sean will end up going down. That kill is given up. Now CHLD already super low, wasn't much he could do at that instance, and now Dreadnought and V8, the only 2 left available. Very minimal amounts of wave clear available for Counter Instigate at this point. And this is going to be Brusque sieging with no contestation, exactly where a Jinx works best. He actually hit the tower with a rocket there instead of another thing. Whoa, V8 He comes in from behind, secures a kill. Make that 2. Alistar gets taken down, or excuse me, Braum gets taken down by the turret. Now Vayate pops the ultimate, was hoping Red Wolf would continue the fight. Triple kill for Vayate. Can we see the Quadra? No, Vayate, gonna put this team on his back, though. Putting the team on his back. Here comes CHLD, gets the surprise jump on the Logics. They might be able to secure more. They do. 4 kills for Counter Instigate Epsilon, and they come out on top. AMAMa Academy sticking around for a little bit too long, and they made misplays on that tower, you guys. Big misplays on that tower. Jinx picking up the tower aggro, Conduit being locked down underneath it. It's huge. Huge. Bush control. Okay, man, that's a good thought, man. A very good thought. The CHLD has definitely been tending to go into the bushes more often. For sure, for sure. If they don't see CHLD, they need to assume that he's in the bush. Good call. Very good call. They can use Eve, where she would shrine is at a % health shredding tank shredder. I like that call. Jump on the conduit. She's going to be peeled though if she tries to jump on the conduit too fast. Dreadnought escapes. Here comes CHLD. Gets the ultimate off and a huge shield. Great ultimate from VA, but it does get blocked at the last moment. CHLD taking damage, stunned out. Might end up going down here. Has the mark dash and the flash, but Sean still picked up a kill. Conduit. Now he's still alive, but he's taking more damage as Sean falls. Dreadnought locked down and most likely is going to go down here as well. AMAMa Academy somehow still end up on top in this fight. Conduit knocked right back into Vayate, and he ends up giving up the double kill to Bruce. That was not the greatest headbutt from Dreadnought. CHLD, what's he looking for, you guys? Runs into the enemy team from right behind, and now he should be then one end up falling here. That is going to be the case. Conduit secures that kill, and the first tower of the game goes down 6 minutes and 40 seconds in favor of AMAMa Academy. That's really how it should have gone, though, because they do have the better early game composition. Leandri's Rylai's tank like the old burner Eve. Ooh, not a bad idea. Right now he's building, it looks like he's actually building into a Leandri's. Oh, nice, dude. You called it, Tyrion. You called it, dude. Excuse me. I hope you guys couldn't hear that, but I know my mic doesn't actually mute. With the optional Sunfire for more burning. Sunfire on this map is it's something that I don't agree with. I don't think it's something that's good to build into. You don't get enough time. Now counter instigate. Push back into the tower once again. CHLD staying invisible. Go ahead and try and control this bush. You can see he's sitting right in the corner. He wants to get the jump onto somebody. They spot him. They want to find him. They get the first set of stacks from the Braum pass, but he's fairly tanky right now, so he can hold his own for at least a couple of seconds here. Not working out well for them though. CHLD takes a lot of damage, and there really wasn't much that counter instigate could do about it. Nice ultimate there from, ooh, flash from Dreadnought, does not body block much. Red Wolf makes his way in the back lines, finds 3 chains and 3 stuns. CHLD now forced to disengage Sean, making the 1 versus 4 in the back line. Should be able to pick up Bruce here, but no. AMAMa Academy turn, they get the stun, and Sean falls. Another 1 for 0 in AMAMa Academy's favor. CHLD gonna try and follow up himself, gets killed, and that's 2 down for counter instigate. My goodness. This match is turning out to be a little bit crazy, you guys. Misplays all around. But the more important ones from counter instigate side, nice knockup from Dreadnought, but I'm not sure how much that's going to stop. Bruce once again able to siege without any contestation. He just take 1 tower hit. That'll be the time for him to just run into his death. Keeping the Jinx alive like this is, well, he's gonna have the relics. I don't know, keeping the Jinx alive like that, not necessarily the best option. CHLD locked down. I'm not sure if Red Wolf saw that one coming, but it's nice nonetheless. I do wish that counter instigate had reset that lobby. I really do. We would have done all the same picks and bans up until CHLD's point. Yeah, I really do wish they had done that. And just so you guys know, if you're the captain of a team and something like that happens where a player misclicks and it's obvious, it needs to be obvious to me, and you can let me know first. That's the one mistake that here comes an engage. Conduit forced to disengage with his own ultimate. CHLD just get the jump, and he's pretty damn tanky right now, you guys. He's allowing Sean plenty of time here. This might be the in for an Evelyn, is the tanky build. I did not expect this. I didn't think Evelyn was built tanky anymore. And it's exactly as Siren assumed it was going to be. Flash forward from V8. Needs one more Q to secure a kill, but no, he's locked down and taken out. Bruce survives the flash and ends up securing a kill for himself in the process. That's a big down because V8 was counter Instigate's ability to capitalize on Bruce and Conduit right now, but now they don't really have that anymore. Sean would need to die. V8's the only one who would have been able to do it, and he ends up getting taken down. Very unfortunate. Blaze, I know, right? Bruce now aggressed by Sean. Sean picks up the kill, flashes, knocks Conduit back, picks up a double for himself. He will be snared, no stun though. And with his ultimate still pops, he just barely gets the last little bit of invisibility down, but then moves forward too far and gets taken out by Q. Yeah, that's how it happened. Nice work from Sean. The guy is 6-4-1 right now. He's doing what he needs to do on this vein. Oh, you guys, the music's still on. That's not good. I need to turn that off. I always forget to turn the music off. Logic with the ultimate pop finds nothing. CHLD wants to get the engage, moves behind them for the flank. It was a good one, but now he's locked down. Good ultimate from V8, but CHLD is a little bit too low. Body block Jinx ultimate by Dreadnought. And now they are on the disengage, on the chase. Game slowing down quite a bit, and this is going to work in favor of counter Instigate. They have a team that needs some time. We got to get the Evelyn tanky with some damage. We got to get the Vayne rolling, you guys. We need that. We want to see counter Instigate win here. Dreadnought, so much CC, man. The chain is awesome. The chain CC is amazing. We haven't even seen this chain CC go into some Jinx chompers yet either. I mean, it's a big thing for AMAMa Academy to have. Very good. Now, AMAMa Academy pushing forward once again. And they should be able to get some siege off here. CHLD's too low to be able to make some big engage. What he wants to do is get the mark. Gets it. Jumps in, gets his ultimate popped. A huge shield on his side. Not taking enough damage, though. Nice ultimate from V8. Keeps Red Wolf at bay. And now Sean might be able to make this chase happen. The engage from CHLD has been working so well for counter Instigate, man. Surprisingly well. Dreadnought might end up going down here. Looks like that will be the case, and that negates a lot of the ability for counter Instigate to chase, so they might have to back off here. But they do have a nice little, I don't want to say health advantage, but they do have a lot of low health enemy members. Uh-oh, CHLD locked down by Conduit and taken out by Bruce. Now Sean and V8. At least V8's up, because he is the wave clear for his team, but he has no ultimate available right now. Sean and him do the best that they can. He and Sean the best they can to clear out that wave, but they still lose some tower health. Now they're going to lose even more as well. Conduit looking for an execution potentially. He gets it, but they also get the tower. With 2 seconds left on CHLD and Dreadnought approaching, will AMAMa Academy have enough time to take down this inhibitor? Sean, he's locked down. This might be the opportunity. Has the ultimate pop, but still not enough. Too much CC, and he's dropped. Now Bruce, exhausted, still wants to take down this inhibitor. Might be able to find it. That is the case. Gets it just before they go down. No, he didn't. No, he did. Okay, he did. And now, with him falling, they stuck around for a really long time just to be able to secure it. And Dreadnought's going to follow up with some kills of his own. So, right now, counter Instigate Epsilon, they lose the inhibitor 13 minutes in, but they at least gain themselves the opportunity to push back onto Blue's side, which is good, because they're going to have the opportunity to clear out some of these super minions. Proactively, of course. And they need to do that. They absolutely have to do that. Dreadnought should be headbutting that super minion at every opportunity he has, because it's going to be a little bit too much to deal with. Before 15 minutes, if you lose your inhibitor, then you are going to be dealing with some really powerful minions that are probably going to be a little bit too strong for you. Back into the respective laning phase. Conduit and Red Wolf on the forefront, or on the front lines, not the forefront. I guess it could be the forefront, maybe. I'm just trying to sound classy. Good damage from V8. He's finally getting his build rolling. Ludens and Ashin It's a nice place to be. The Ludenzecker's rocking a lot. Here comes CHLD. Gets the jump onto Bruce. Bruce pops everything he's got to be able to peel, and the peel is there. CHLD locked down and taken away. Now Dreadnought forced to do his own ultimate, but he's all by himself. He's going to go down as well. All he's doing with the ultimate is delaying quite a bit. Nice mark dash from Wolf to get on top of the Yate. Now Sean, he's the next target. God, that's unfortunate. He goes down. Counter instigate Epsilon. Looking like they're at a big disadvantage here, or they lose 3-0. Now V8 locked out himself. Might end up going down. He's forced to simply arcane shift back into his base. And this might even be game, ladies and gentlemen, with Bruce, with Jinx, attacking this Nexus and dealing so much damage to it. And this looks like it will be game. First match of the day, or first match of the set rather, goes to AMAMa Academy. They secure their third win of their careers in the Draft Labs ADAM Tournament Series. And they take down Counter Instigate Epsilon once again. Counter Instigate Epsilon making mistakes in the draft phase, crucial ones. No mark dash on Dreadnought, and an Evelyn misclick from CHLD S2W7 to bring in two champions, two big things that just gave them a deficit from the very beginning. Now they fought hard, and Sean did a great job, as did CHLD. You can see that they're good players, but they just weren't given the tools. They did not have the tools that they required to win the game. Whereas AMAMa Academy, they took a standard composition, a set of champions that should be able to win against any composition fairly easily. It's much more easy to coordinate your team and to coordinate your movements as a poke composition where all you need to do is outdamage the enemy team from range than it is when you're taking an obscure comp with a Vayne and an Evelyn and a Alistar with no mark dash. Well played. GG. In my opinion, this one was handed to AMAMa Academy on a silver platter. Well played.